Welcome to the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
Yo, man, you feel me? Get rid of Duncan Robinson. You don't need him because he a liability defensive. And I don't want to sound like a racist, but I'm sorry, man. We need a whole bunch of black niggas in this shit. You feel me? Because it seems like, for real, when it comes to defense and certain shit like that, man, they be trying to white people, man. They be like, they used to do the same thing with Dragic. They used to try certain people like, I don't know. It's just me. But for real. They don't expect. I don't expect that type of defense from a Caucasian or somebody that's just white. You feel me? Like, I mean, look at Jokic. Jokic the MVP, and his defense is not that great.
You're right, but there's a lot of players.
White.
First of all, it's hard to judge because most of the NBA players are black anyway.
But we're talking about the ones that's white. JJ Redick, you play defense? No. I know you're out the league, but you play defense? No.
There's got to be some white. I gotta think for a little bit, but
exactly
your point is made because I gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, is that true? I could think of a bunch of just, James Harden is trash, when it comes to defense, but like,
it's not just the white people.
There's not that many white players, period. But like the ones
and then
that
when you got
are
one, you don't play defense.
I don't know any that's really solid defenders like that. I think Sabonis is probably a decent defender. I can't think of that many white players, period. Like, what other white players can you even think of?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say, you feel me? And we got two of them. We got Kevin Love. Kevin Love was a double machine when he was in Minnesota, but
he's old now.
And he's old now, but I don't know how his defense was then.
His defense was good. He was an all-around player. Like, when he was in his prime in Minnesota, he was dominating like everything. But he's old.
Yeah. 2020 all day. But yeah, man, that's what I see with the Heat. I don't want to speak on the Heat too much because their season is over.
You got me thinking, man. I'm just trying to think of like what players. Because Dirk Nowitzki, he wasn't really that good of a defender.
That's what I'm saying.
And then John Stockton, Steve
defense,
Nash.
No. Offense.
Steve Nash, nah.
No.
Steve Kerr, no. Yeah, Steve Kerr. Hell no.
He done got his ass black from Jordan. Hell no, man. Like, come on, man. No. Damn. See, and that definitely.
I'm about to Google this, man. White defenders.
that definitely ends that argument because, like I say, you feel me? Like, that be the problem because your offense got to be so on point that you giving them points on defense, it ain't nothing because you so offensively stout. You feel me? Or when we play zone, we able to hide your ass in the zone and people don't know that it's you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm like, yo, they can't put Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero in the game at the same time. And that's both our offense. That's crazy. You can't put Duncan Robinson and Kevin Love in the game at the same time. Again, the defense is going to shred us. So, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll bring back Kevin Love for another one, though, because I think that was a great pickup. And I think, personally, like, I think that's what we needed all along, somebody that can actually stretch the actual floor. But, yeah, man.
So I had to Google it. So some names did come up. Ooh. And this is a name that people are thinking about coming to the Heat, too, is the Unicorn, Porzingis. He's a good defender. He is a good defender. You got to come on. He defends the rim.
I ain't paying his ass.
Well, I'm not saying we should take him. I'm just naming the white defenders since you say white people don't know how to defend.
He's a twig. His ass get
Adams,
injured a lot.
Not Sam Adams, but what's his name? Adams. He was on.
Oh, the one that looked like Aquaman.
He looked like a Viking. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like Aquaman. He looked like
Yeah. Adams, he's a good defender. He was injured.
Okay. But then your offense is so trash. You feel
yeah.
I want somebody that got both.
I mean, both is hard for any player, though. Like Jimmy Butler is kind of in a class of his own when it comes to like that right now. You know, Kobe, Jordan, those were guys. D Wade, you know, were good at both. Shaq, Alonzo, Charles Barkley, you know, those guys were good at both. But those are Hall of Famers, all of them. You know, there's not a lot that were good at both. But that's a good one, man. They say AK-47 was good. Kevin Love, somebody mentioned Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying?
Young Kevin Love.
Mark Gasol and Paul Gasol. The Gasol
These motherfuckers are retired, man. Like you gotta go to the archive, boy.
Yeah, they were
we
good.
Talk about people that's in the league. That list is already done.
Yeah,
I see you smiling like, yeah, man. God,
I mean, yeah. That's it.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll say all the politically wrong things for you. You feel me? Just be like, yep, and keep it moving. You feel me? I'll get you.
I mean, if it's a fact, it's a fact. You know, like.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, they are few between.
But that's the past. Let's talk about the future. Right now, there's you know, there's some chatter about, you know, Dame Dollar. You know, we spoke on this before.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I seen him. He had an interview when they asked him, you know, if there was any team that you wanted to go to, besides Brooklyn and all these other teams. And he was like, Miami, obviously. You feel me? That's the team I would want to go to. You know, that him and Bam got a good relationship, supposedly.
What I loved about that answer was not the word Miami, but more the word obviously. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
He said, well, obviously Miami. You know what I'm saying?
That's a no-brainer. You feel me? You know, he have to say that because, you know, they don't think Miami's nobody. They don't think we're contenders. We just made it from the finals, and they don't even have us ranked 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th for making it back, or, you know, being one of those top teams in the East to even make it back. So, you know, I'm happy he said that too. Obviously, but yeah, man. And you know, I think he has ties with Jimmy Butler as well. I think Jimmy Butler is trying to recruit him. It is what it is, man. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, Pat Riley spoke today.
It was just a great year. You know, good times come, good times go. Hard times come, hard times go. And say anything else other than kudos to our players, to our coaching staff. We're working now on our 5th iteration of building another championship team. And so we have a great base with Bam and Tyler, and we got a great star, superstar, and Jimmy Butler. And we have who I think is the best coach. So I'm feeling good today as we work on our next iteration, you know, with this team.
Had his press conference, but he couldn't really say much to him. The Godfather.
Shipment. What? They got the whole shipment.
I want that son of a bitch dead. I want him dead. I want him dead. I don't care. What am I, alone in this world? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Please. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
You know, he couldn't really say anything. You feel me? You know, I think there's 4 days left before 4 or 3 days left before they can actually start talking to players. You know,
he did say some interesting things though, man. Like I had to pull it up because I wanted to read it. He said that Tyler Hero is an anchor of the Heat franchise and wants to build around him, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo.
Yes.
An anchor, bro? Like an anchor?
He is.
I don't like I'm not opposed to Tyler Hero coming back. But when you say anchor, you make it sound like he's untradeable. And I think he's tradable. You know, like he's definitely tradable because I would say the majority of the teams in the NBA would want a Tyler Hero. He's still young, you know, he hasn't really, I don't think he hasn't hit his prime yet. So imagine when he does. So to say he's the anchor of the team, I didn't necessarily like that statement. And then he also did say that that more overall wing size and length, I think, is what everybody's looking for. And there was one more statement I wanted to say here. He said finding somebody to help Jimmy Butler won't be easy. I would like to get him more support, but right now it's on his shoulders. And that happens with a lot of great players. I would like to pick the perfect compliment to him, but that's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? So for me,
all the right shit.
That last statement, though, for me, maybe I overanalyze stuff. Obviously, you know, I'm a reporter, so I kind of overanalyze words. That's what we do. But the fact that he said it's on his shoulders makes me feel like he expected maybe a little bit more in the big moments from him, and that he wants to see more from him in the big moments. To me, he's saying like he gonna do his best to try to get Dame or whoever else, but it's still up to Jimmy Butler to make this happen for the Heat. And then you know how I felt about the Tyler Hero statement. I mean, well, what you think about those comments in particular?
I mean, Pat Riley's gonna go ahead and say what he need to say to make people feel comfortable, or you know, whatever noise that's out there, quell them, you know, calm them down and stuff like that, because he hear the same shit. For him to say that about Tyler Hero, I think that he's probably using that as a chip to, giving Portland him for Dame on top of other pieces. Because if you're saying that he's an anchor to our team, then you want to anchor. The real anchor to our team is Bam Adebayo. You feel me? And Bam has a relationship, you feel me, with them boys. I heard earlier today that Yahoo Sports has said that, Portland wants Bam. And we know that's not happening, because he's the real anchor. Now, when it comes to Tyler Hero, like I said, I think he's just saying that, being politically correct, but he know that everybody and myself,
why would he need to be politically correct about Tyler Hero?
No, he need to be politically correct about Tyler Hero, because last season everybody was talking about Tyler Hero being matter of fact, the first season when he was here with Miami before he got that contract, everybody thought he was Hollywood. Negative shit around Tyler Hero. Boom, he get that money. He's injured in the playoffs. The following year, this is 3 years now. Again, more negative shit about Tyler Hero. Why? Because he broke his hand. And again, you out of all people, availability is the best ability, and he's not available. So for me to try to calm everything down, knowing that I want your ass probably, I want you, but if I could get Dame Dollar, then I'm gonna go ahead and have to make that play. But again, if you were talking about last year when you had James Harden and all these other people, he did the right thing by staying with Tyler Hero, because like you seen James Harden when his ass was in Brooklyn, his ass was fucking out of shape and certain things like that. So again, I think we made the right decision by running it back with this team. But again, running it back, and then the anchor supposedly to our team offensively wise, at least he's not there again. And then there's just more negative shit to come around. One is your girl with all these picks. I feel you, she bad as hell. She be doing her thing. But again, Tyler Hero, I think for you, the best thing for you is to be in Portland. And I don't know if your hot IG model baby mama is going to be in Portland on a beach in her bathing suit and this, that, and the other. It rains a lot over there, so she's probably going to be inside the crib. And I think that Hollywood, how you be dressing, they put you on the screen on how you dressing and all type of stuff like that. I seen Harden, Wade, a lot on Westbrook were worse. But again, it seems to always have some negative light towards Tyler Hero, even though I'm like, why the fuck you worried about this man, how he drove in? Why you worried about his baby mama? But again, when it comes to the Heat, we don't really have all that noise around our players. If you look down the list of players, you don't hear none of the noise. The noise comes from Tyler Hero, even though he's not the one causing it. He's just living his life. You know what I'm saying? But again, you got to be available, and I'm going to trick you and say, this is my ace, and he's really not my ace.
All right. I mean, I feel you. I mean, and I do want to, in Tyler Hero's defense, I think the broken hand thing was kind of a fluky play. You know, he was diving for the ball and broke his hand. I mean, if it's an ankle or a knee, then you might say, okay, well, that might be an issue going forward. You know what I'm saying? But it's a hand. Hand puts you out for, unfortunately, you know, a month or two, and then you back to normal. It's not like most people don't have reoccurring hand injuries. You know, that usually doesn't happen. But no, I do. I mean, that's why I say he's tradable, though.
Okay.
You know, at the same time, you know, I feel like this player, I like him. I think he has potential to be really great. But that's why I'm saying, hey, why, Godfather? Why are you telling the people false information? Because you know you don't believe that in your heart. You know,
man. If I'm selling your ass a car,
the anchor. It's just
if I'm selling you a car, Marcus, I'm selling you a car. You think I'm gonna tell you like, I can't stand this car. This should be breaking down on me all the damn time. Or I'm gonna tell you like, boy, this is very reliable, clean title. I always do the maintenance, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna gas that car up so you can buy it. I'm not gonna say this is
I'm willing to trade that car for trade it in for something better. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Trading, buying, same thing. He's not gonna make it seem like this is something that he doesn't have a problem with parting with. You got to make them people think that you getting something in return. They're giving you Dame Dollar, and you just gonna give me Swiss cheese. You're gonna give me luncheon loaf. You're gonna give me, what are you gonna give me, like liver and onions? No, I want you to be thinking I want to be thinking I'm getting steak and lobster. You feel me? Young steak and lobster.
Anybody could see the potential of Tyler Hero. He didn't have to say no anchor. And like you said, he's not the anchor. Bam is the anchor. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Pat Riley knows that too. Even if he said Jimmy was the anchor, I'd be okay with that. But like,
it's a bluff, man. Hero. It's a bluff. He's bluffing. He's bluffing like that. Don't feed it. It's a bluff. He's just trying to make it seem like, yo, after these 4 days, when we could go ahead and offer up some of these players and some of these draft picks, that one person that are the two people that's off the table is Jimmy and Bam right now. You feel me? Now another person that is off the table supposedly is Tyler, but we know he's not off the table. He's the number one piece. Right. So when I'm giving you him, I want you to be thinking that you're getting gold. No, you're getting silver. Right. You're giving me gold. I'm gonna give you silver. You feel me? So
if Pat Riley said that, if Pat Riley said that, like, I'm starting to buy what you selling me, but I ain't buying what Pat Riley selling me right now.
Hey man, we can't renege on the Godfather. Have faith with the Godfather. So it is what it is, man.
I'm gonna have faith in this team to put a wrap on this successful season. You know what I'm saying? It was a successful season.
Yes.
By all accounts. We both doubted them on this podcast. We doubted them. After that loss to Atlanta, I don't think anybody was believing in the Heat, except for the people in that locker room. So the fact that they came back against Chicago, almost got eliminated, almost made history as the first 8 seed to win a championship, you know, and I already talked about what they did to Boston was great. What they did to the Knicks was great. I can still say that to every Knicks fan, including your dog, G, you know, of what the Heat did to them. The fact that we got revenge against the Bucks, 5 games, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be like, oh, Giannis didn't play, but still, we still gentlemen sweep their ass. You know what I'm saying? So if they was that good, then we wouldn't have gentlemen sweep them. So and he played the last 2 games anyway.
And we still tapped that ass.
Right, exactly. So I loved all those moments that the Heat gave us this year. And then the other thing, too, I do want to say is that the world noticed, bro. The world noticed the Miami Heat this year. You know what I'm saying? As much as they doubted us every round, but they noticed us this year. And a lot of other NBA players, whether it be Dame or any other player, they see this team and they be like, man, this team just needs one more player. And I I can win a championship there. Heat culture is real. Heat culture is real shit. I want to be a part of that. And people are understanding now. It took them forever because, you know, the beaches, the women, and the weather blinds their logic. You know what I'm saying? But the Heat have been a contender for years, ever since Pat Riley, the Godfather, came to Miami. So definitely. I think the world is really starting to notice, and I think that was the best thing about this Heat run. So shout out to the Heat. We ready, you know, we ready for next season, and you know, and hopefully Dame Dollar comes to Miami, man. I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting for that notification to pop up on my phone saying Damian is signing with the Heat.
Yeah, man. But I don't know if you've been busy as hell, man. I've been busy too, you know, with everything that I told you prior to actually jumping on. But like, this is why I feel sorry for Steph Curry. Because Ayesha Curry, boy, she's for the streets, boy. She proves again, time and time again. This diamond's for the streets.